Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. What a total disappointing trading day. On Friday night, GIF Nifty indicated 22,750. Wow, that was at euphoric stage. Then US markets fell, so it came down by 100 points. And today morning also, it was trading around 22,650. But again, that was more than 100 point gap up. But the entire Asian markets were down and European futures were lower. US futures were lower. Across the board, everything was down. But GIF Nifty was indicating higher opening. And then we thought, this is probably because FIIs were net buyers for the last two trading sessions for more than 10,000 crores. But what happened when the market opened? It slowly started grinding downwards. And HDFC Bank, as usual, fell. And today, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, Reliance, Infosys, all the top index heavyweights fell. But it was a very, very slow grinding. It was falling, slowly. Then the news came, the Supreme Court asked the SBI to provide this electoral bond data by tomorrow evening. And then when this news came, the State Bank of India started falling more. In fact, today morning I expected PSU banks not to do well. That is because, over the weekend we got the news that bank employees have got 17% pay hike. The government has approved. Of course, the government approves means, it's meant only for PSU banks, not for the private sector banks. So definitely when the employees get 17% pay hike, so the wage bill will increase. So that may reduce the profitability for PSU banks. But despite this news, today morning State Bank of India hit a fresh all-time high, I think, if I'm not wrong. And then when this electoral bond news came, so market started falling. And there was across the board selling, Nifty fell, Next 50 fell, mid cap fell, small cap fell, all the sectoral indices fell. So probably the markets were expecting some kind of, some jittery news. And everyone thought that the State Bank of India electoral bond news is that news. But now we understand that there's something else. So now the flash news is going on everywhere that Prime Minister is going to make some important announcement. And most people predict that must be something to do with Citizenship Amendment Act. Right. So I don't know, all these things, related to election and other things, So markets do not bother much. But now the market is worried that, this electoral bond, the SBI come out with all the data. So will that have some kind of a negative impact? So, when things, because right now, market is assuming that, BJP will win. But if any news coming against that, the markets will become jittery. And today, that is what exactly has happened. So, as I told you already, the markets are not worried who is ruling the country. It can be BJP, it can be Congress, or it can be anybody. But as long as there is a stable government, the markets will rally. The markets will crash only when there is a hung parliament. So, we don't know. So, the things are just starting now. And because the global cues also did not cooperate. So, we have to see when the global cues turns around, so whether we will be turning around or we will be falling separately. So, a lot of uncertainties now, and as I told you, from now till election, these uncertainties will go on. And as I told you earlier, the last two elections, ahead of the elections, India VIX shot up more than 30, but still now VIX is below 15. So, going forward, things can change. So, you have to be prepared for this kind of volatility for another, is the middle of March. I think by middle of May or end of May, 2.5 months, there is going to be a tough period for option writers. So the volatility will increase, markets will go all over the places. So coming back to technicals, technically still Nifty and Bank Nifty is long, but this selling is unexpected. And Nifty, as per my box theory, Nifty has been trading between 22,000 and 22,500. And few times it crossed 22,500 only during the intraday. But on a closing basis, Nifty has not closed above 22,500. So therefore 22,500 was considered as a resistance. I thought the way FIIs are net buyers, the domestic institutions supporting the market, I thought Nifty will jump into the next box 22,500 to 23,000. But that has not happened. Now the markets have fallen significantly. Today, what was surprising, HDFC Bank anyway bearish, State Bank of India, there was some news, but Nifty was looking okay. But you don't know what happened from 3 to 3:15, just that 15-minute candle, Nifty fell more than 100 points. So that was the, very, very disappointing time. So in just 15 minutes, Nifty falling 100 points, probably, some people might have got this news. There's some Prime Minister making some announcement. They were very, very jittery, So you don't know what is going to be happening, So, but I'm sure it's not going to be one more demonetization. So anyway, markets do not like uncertainties. So markets can take positive things, markets can take negative things, but markets cannot take uncertainties. So when the announcement comes, I think the certainty may come tomorrow. But again, tomorrow, where we are going to open, it depends upon FII buying, DII buying, then US markets and many other factors. Right? So anyway, now 22,500 seems to be a very good resistance as of now. There was a huge call rating at 22,500. So let us hope things turns around at least by tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.